So far, we learned how to drive on side roads, main roads, single carriageways, dual carriageways. So today we're going to learn how to drive on motorways. Motorways are fast roads like dual carriageways with 70 mile per hour maximum speed limit on them. But there is some sort of difference between motorways and dual carriageways. We will go in details and discuss all the differences. Before we discuss the difference between motorways and dual carriageways, if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, please subscribe. It wouldn't cost you anything, but with your appreciation, we would be able to upload more and more videos and give you more and more information to make you a safe driver on UK roads. Both motorways and dual carriageways have got maximum speed limit of 70 mile per hour in United Kingdom. But there are some other differences between motorways and dual carriageways. First of all, the main difference between motorway and dual carriageway is motorways are designed for fast, long distance travel, while the dual carriageways are more flexible and can be used for a variety of purposes. So motorways usually have 3 or more lanes in each direction, while dual carriageways typically have 2 lanes in each direction. Motorway have more controlled access points, while dual carriageways have more frequent junctions and direct access. So motorway have additional safety features like hard shoulder, but the dual carriageways usually don't have no hard shoulders. So motorways have got slip roads for exiting and entrance to the motorway, while dual carriageways have roundabouts and junctions in common use to join them. Motorway have got signage in blue color, but the dual carriageways signs are in green color. There are some restrictions which type of vehicles can go on a motorway, but there is no restriction for the dual carriageways. So pedestrians, cyclists and some slow moving vehicles can't go on motorways. Motorways often have rest areas for travelers to take some sort of breaks, but the dual carriageways don't have those rest areas. Okay, and there are two types of motorways as well: smart motorways and standard motorways. The smart motorways are those motorways where a section of motorway that uses traffic management methods to increase the capacity and reduce the congestion in particular busy areas. And these methods includes using the hard shoulder as a running lane and using variable speed limit to control the flow of the traffic. Today we're gonna drive on M1 and M25 to learn how to use the motorways. These two motorways are very popular in United Kingdom. So currently I am on slip road going to join motorway M1. The motorway signs are in blue color, and whenever you join motorway, you join them by slip roads. The slip roads are there to increase the speed to match the speed of the motorway. The speed on the motorway will be 70 mile per hour. So make sure when you join motorway, check your mirrors, give your right signal, and before you join the motorway, check your blind spot as well and match the speed of your car to the speed of the cars on the motorway. If you look at on the gantry, the speed is 60 mile per hour. So speed is reduced from national to 60 mile per hour. So currently I am using the hard shoulder, as this is Smart Motorway, and when the motorway gets busy, they open the hard shoulder for general use, and you can read up there, it says use hard shoulder. How do you differentiate between hard shoulder and normal lane? The white solid unbroken line identifies the hard shoulder. It should be between the left lane and the hard shoulder. Currently I am using hard shoulder, so it is on my right hand side. The maximum speed a car can do on motorway is 70 mile per hour. Bus, lorries and trailers, they cannot do more than 60 mile per hour on the motorways. Whenever you drive on a motorway, avoid lane hogging. If you hog lanes, driving in one lane for a while with slow speed, you can get fined. Police can stop you, giving you fine of £100 and up to 3 points on your license as well. All smart motorways have got variable speed limits. So variable speed limit mean the speed will change according to the road condition and the congestion. If the road gets busy, the speed will change from 70 to 60, 50 and then up to 40. Smart motorways are very safe motorways. The number of casualties on smart motorways are far less than the standard motorways. The benefit of smart motorway is, if something goes wrong with your car, you start slowing yourself down, move towards the left lane, drive your car in limp mode, and the cameras on smart motorways, they will pick your car up and inform to the authorities, and they will come and rescue you. On a smart motorways, we normally don't have hard shoulders, but if there are hard shoulder, you can use them if it is permitted at a specific time. So if you are in most left lane and something is wrong with your car, keep the car in a limp mode, and if you look left and right side of the road, you can see small cameras. They are monitoring and they can identify. They will send the signal back to the control room, and the traffic officers will come to rescue you. On a motorways, don't drive in the middle lane. Always drive on the left lane. If the left lane is slow, you can move to the middle lane, and then once the left lane is empty or clear, then you move back to the left lane. as I mentioned early on, lane hogging on motorway is not strictly illegal, but you can get fined. Tailgating and lane hogging is not strictly illegal, but you can get fined and marked as careless driving. So the difference between motorway and the dual carriageway, let's talk about that. Both have 70 mile per hour maximum speed limit. Both have 2 or more than 2 lanes on one side. Both have middle island, middle partition. That could be brick wall, fence, barrier, or some sort of restriction not to go other side of the road. On a dual carriageway, you will find traffic lights, and roundabout as well. While on motorway, you wouldn't find any traffic lights or roundabouts. Motorways are made for a long distance journeys, and if you come off from motorway, you have to use slip road, same as if you join the motorway, you use slip road. Some of the dual carriageways, they have slip roads, but you can join them from different locations. Sometimes you join the dual carriageway just as a normal junction by matching the speed or giving a big gap to the vehicles coming from the right side. Whereas on a motorway, you have to build the speed on a slip road to join them. Motorway has got some restrictions as well. A cyclist can't go on motorway but can use dual carriageways. Pedestrian can't use motorways for walking, but you can find sometimes pedestrians walking near to the dual carriageways. And slow moving vehicles can't use motorway. (25 miles per hour or less than 25 miles per hour vehicle can't use motorway. So if you feel tired while you're driving on a motorway, there's always service stations, so you can go on a service stations and can have a little bit rest on them. Whereas on a dual carriageways, you might not find the service stations. So whenever you join motorway, make sure you build the speed up, match the speed of your car with the speed of the vehicles on a motorway, and same formula applies when you take exit from the motorway. Any junction you are taking exit, there should be some slip roads. So make sure you check your mirrors, give a signal, look over the shoulder and go to the left lane, and keep yourself in the most left lane to take exit from the slip road from a good distance. And do not reduce your speed suddenly. Reduce the speed gradually. And always plan your journey. You need to know the number of junctions. The junction you joining the motorway and the junction you leaving the motorway. Always keep 2-second gap on a normal condition, and if it is raining, 4 seconds. Once you overtake the slow moving vehicle, check your mirrors and come back to the left lane. Always accommodate to the vehicles who are joining the motorway. Keep an eye on the left side as well. As I am heading towards M25, currently I am on M1, junction 6. I'm going to take exit. Somebody broken down here. So we will talk about the broken down vehicles, what to do when you break down on the motorway. So currently I am in most left lane, taking exit on 6A, junction number 6A, going towards M25. So read the signboards properly and use appropriate lane. See, the vehicle is getting into left lane, the big lorry. So slow yourself down by checking your mirrors. Let it come in front of you and reduce your speed more. That's it. As I took exit from 6A, so I can use 2 lanes, the right 2 lanes on a slip road. So I will keep myself most left. So if somebody is faster than me, they can overtake me comfortably. Again, I'm going to join M25. So currently I am doing 60, increasing it up to 65. Just before joining the motorway M25, have a quick glance on the right shoulder, and if there is a safe gap, you merge in. So no safe gap, I'll keep my signal on, and after this vehicle, that's it. The vehicle ahead of me is doing 60. And if you look at the white van in the middle lane, that is probably doing the 60 as well. So first I have to overtake the vehicle which is in front of me. So I am doing dead on 70. So people are applying the brakes, so that means they are slowing down. Something is happening ahead of us. Maybe it is getting busy. So a learner cannot go on a motorway without the help of an approved driving instructor. So if your driving instructor is approved, he can take you on a motorway in his supervision. As a learner, you cannot drive on a motorway with your parents. Never ever take chance. Always come with your approved driving instructor if you want to use the motorway. But you can go on a dual carriageways with your family members if they have 3 years old UK driving license. So never exceed the speed limit on motorway, never more than 70. And if it is a variable speed applies, the speed will reduce itself depending on the congestion and the road condition. So on a smart motorways, they have a system in place which controls the speed of the motorway according to the situation. There are some sensors, some cameras, they pick up the congestion and identifies some sort of issues on the motorway and reduce the speed automatically. If the speed is in red circle, that is a mandatory speed. Never ever go over than that. Okay guys, thank you very much for the watching. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, please subscribe and share with your family and friends.